Hey everybody, Marcus Schubert here from the Gold Coast. Welcome online, spot on the hour. We've just clocked out 100 in the webcast room, so welcome in, congratulations, and don't log out because you won't be able to get back in. We've got some people trying to come in through the roof already. We are going to go through some updates of the upcoming new max compensation plan. At the end of this, please wait until the end because you're going to want to know about an upcoming promotion which is going to drive business even faster, and also a great recognition opportunity that we have coming up. Michael, first, brilliant training session you just did before, buddy. I know it was kind of a private one, but you end up with sort of 40, 50 people in there. So let's talk about the max compensation plan, which is coming up. First of all, there's 9 ways to make money with the max compensation plan, from retail customer bonuses, preferred customer bonuses, fast start bonus, the auto ship prime bonus, global bonus pool, max living bonus, binary team bonus, matching check bonus, and also a new income center. So we'll talk through these one at a time so you understand them. And also just understand that number 1, the retail customer bonus, please check which products are eligible for retail in your local market. Okay, that's really important if you're looking at retailing. So let's jump into it. As a basic and an overall business strategy, this compensation plan was designed with consultants and input from leadership in the field, really taking in mind that we wanted to give people an opportunity to, number 1, be able to create some immediate income, and we can achieve that through our retail customer bonuses, preferred customer bonuses, and the fast track or fast start bonus. The bridge income is really the money that kicks in as you're starting to grow a team, and it helps you to provide that bridge to get from the immediate income in the infancy stages of your business and through until you start to really see the benefits of residual income, which is really the holy grail of network marketing. This is why people get involved. They want to be able to do the work once and get paid over and over again. And let's face it, who doesn't want to get paid when they're sleeping? Just as a quick terminology update for you guys, what is volume? We're going to talk about volume when we're looking at the compensation plan. To give you an idea, if someone purchases a bottle of Celgevity, it generates 79 commissionable volume, a box of the Max 1, 75 commissionable volume. That's a standard unit for international currency around the Max world. So as an example, if somebody purchased a box of or a 1-month supply of Celgevity here in Australia, it might cost them $130. If someone purchased it in the Philippines, it might be 4,000 pesos, but it's always allocated 79 commissionable volume no matter where it is purchased around the world. If that makes sense, guys, please type in yes. If this is your first time in this webcast room, you'll see on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, there's a little white box where it says everyone. You can type your message and then hit enter on the keyboard. I won't be answering any questions as we go through this presentation. If there is anything that's left unanswered, please connect with the person who has invited you onto this so they can help to clarify anything for you. So looking at volume, another terminology we're going to talk about is personal volume, or PV for short. Your personal volume is made up of your personal orders plus orders from any preferred customers. Okay. Now, if we're talking about CV, that's just commissionable volume. That's how much volume is moving through your organization. And ultimately, as we look at this compensation plan, we're going to talk about the fact that you'll need 100 commissionable volume to actually be considered active to earn commissions. Remembering that this volume is your personal purchases plus your customers' orders, which is actually an enhancement from the last time we went through this a couple of weeks ago. So to qualify for all commissions with the upcoming compensation plan, which kicks off the 1st of March 2015, 100 personal volume will actually make you eligible to earn all of the bonuses that we have here with Max. All right, 100 personal volume, with the exception here of number 8, the auto ship prime bonus. That 100 personal volume needs to come from your personal auto ship orders, all right, to actually get paid the auto ship prime bonus. So this needs to come from your personal purchases. All of the others, you can accumulate 100 volume from your orders plus any preferred customers that you introduce to Max. All right. In fact, in a really radical scenario, you could even have 100 volume coming from customers. But let's face it, if you don't believe in this product line to at least buy one product yourself each month, don't bother. Go and do something you're passionate about. If that makes sense, please, guys, type in yes so I know you've got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are we up to 100 people said yes yet? All right. Retail is pretty simple. We all understand retailing. We buy the product at wholesale, we sell it at retail, and we keep the difference. So I've just used US dollars to keep it simple because we earn about 25% as a retail customer markup if we're allowed to retail that particular product in the market where you live. Preferred customer income is pretty powerful. You simply enroll a preferred customer. You get paid 25% of the commissionable volume as a bonus to you, and 50% of the normal volume is generated from a customer order and it goes onto your personal volume. So let me give you a couple of simple examples. If you have a preferred customer who's buying at the wholesale price, which would be $79 US, you would earn a preferred customer commission of $18.75 US, and that purchase would give 38 commissionable volume onto your personal volume and also into your organization. Okay. Now, if that customer was buying at the loyalty price, so they've committed to a minimum 3-month order, they're going to get the product a little bit cheaper, and therefore 25% of that amount would be $16.25, and the commissionable volume is slightly reduced as well. All right, so that's how you earn income from customers and also how volume is created from a customer's order. If that makes sense, guys, again, just type in yes, you got that, and we'll kick on to the next bonus. Very good. So the fast start bonuses are pretty cool. This is another way for people to earn immediate income. You can earn a fast start bonus for every new associate that you personally enroll who chooses a product pack within the first 60 days of their enrollment. And you can earn a maximum of 2 fast start bonuses per associate that you enroll. So as an example, if you introduce somebody with a personal pack, you'll earn a fast start bonus of $25. We've got a professional pack. If they choose this pack, you'll earn a fast start bonus of $75 US. And then the top business package, the premier pack, you would earn a fast start bonus of $150. That's assuming if somebody you introduce chose one of these product packs. Again, it's only relevant for the first 60 days of a new associate's lifetime in the business, and you can only earn a maximum of 2 fast start bonuses on any individual personally enroll. So here's one of the more exciting bonuses. This is where the residual income starts to kick in. We call it the binary team bonus. So as we build our business, we build 2 teams. So you might introduce your first person on this team, second person on the right-hand side, and anytime you want to introduce more people, you can introduce as many people as you want. You simply place them further down the left team or further down the right team, as indicated here in the little red dots would be people that you personally introduced. So the way this bonus is paid is the company looks at your business, they draw a line down the middle and say, well, how much volume of product was purchased in your entire left team and then your entire right team. And it's not just the people that you personally introduced, it's people they introduce and the people they introduce, it's everybody. All of that volume counts. And you will be paid 10% of the commissionable volume in your smaller team, which we call the pay leg or the pay team. So in this example, the left team is doing the smallest amount of volume. So 10% of 20,000 would turn out to be $2,000 US. That's how much you would earn from your binary team bonus. As the smaller of your 2 teams continues to grow, you can earn right up to $40,000 US a month from this particular bonus. If you understand and you like that one, just type in that's cool, or I get it, or yes, whatever you want. So $40,000 a month, that's $500,000 a year residual income, and this is, remember, just the binary bonus we're talking about here. So again, in this example, 10% of the 20,000, you would earn 2,000 US converted out to your local currency. And one other thing I want to address, which is not really part of our compensation plan, but it's something that you'll run across and you might have even thought about yourself. A lot of times people look at a network marketing business and they look at this structure we've drawn out here and they go, oh, you know, doesn't that mean the person at the top is always going to make the most money? And actually, no, that's not always the case. And I'll show you an example of how that could definitely not be the case. Let's say you've introduced somebody onto your team called Bob, down on your right team. You personally introduce Bob, And let's say Bob gets out there and gets moving and starts to build a really strong business. And let's say he's actually more productive at building 2 teams than what you are. He brings better people to the table. Let's see, his left team creates $40,000 a month and the right's doing $42,000 a month. Well, he gets paid the same way you do. So if Bob's getting paid 10% of his small team volume, 10% on 40,000 would be earning Bob 4,000 a month. And if your left team up here is still doing 20,000, well, you're earning 2,000 a month. So you can actually see in this example where somebody below you could actually be earning double the money than what you are. Or maybe you're, in fact, maybe you are Bob, all right? Let's say this is you. There's no reason you can't earn more money than the person who introduced you, or earn more money than me, because the compensation plan we have is set up to reward the most productive individuals, and as Gus has just written, that's fair, and that's what I love about this business. It's fair and it rewards the right man or woman, doesn't care who you are, where you come from. If you produce, you get paid. We have another bonus called the matching check bonus, which I think this is the most one of the most exciting bonuses we have. The first thing I want you to understand is a new terminology that you want to talk about, which is called the enroller tree. So when we look at the binary tree, that means bi means 2, like bicycle. It means we're going to build 2 teams, and the structure is every time you introduce a new person, you just pop them wherever the next available spot is on your left or your right. But for some of our bonuses, what the company does is they say, listen, we're going to recognize you not just for how big your 2 teams grow, we are going to recognize you financially for the people that you personally bring to the table and how productive they are. So let's say you've introduced Bob into your right team. And in this example, Bob is 3 levels down from you in the binary tree. 1, 2, 3 levels down. But what's going to happen is the company computer system will recognize that Bob's ID number is directly connected to your ID number, so they know that you were the one that enrolled Bob. So, in fact, all of the people in purple were people that you've introduced in our past example. So all of these individuals will show up as first level to you in what we call the enroller tree. So we're going to show you that again. All these people over here in the binary tree that you personally introduced will show up first level to you in the enroller tree. And what's going to happen is however much money they earn every month from their team commissions, from their binary bonus, you'll earn 10 to 50% of that as a matching check bonus to you. All right, so let me give you an example. Let's say you've introduced Bob. Let's say Bob's earning $10,000 a month based on his binary team bonus. Well, because you introduced Bob, you're going to earn anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 because you introduced Bob to the business. It doesn't matter whether he's in your big team, your small team, or how far down he is. If you personally introduced him, you get paid this matching check bonus as a thank you for introducing this productive person to the company. If that makes sense, guys, again, please type in yes. And when you get your head around this, you're probably going to struggle sleeping because you'll be thinking about, wow, who do I know? Who are the best people I know? Who do I want to approach before somebody else approaches them? And there's no limit. I've shown here that you introduce 5 people, but you know, you can introduce 105 people personally if you really want to go for it and you see yourself as a high performer. But it doesn't stop there. Let's say Bob introduces Mary on his left team. All right, you might not know Mary, but let's say Bob introduces Mary. Well, Mary would actually show up second level to you in the enroller tree, which means you have the opportunity to earn 5 to 10% of whatever Mary is earning every month from her binary team bonus. So let's say Mary's earning $10,000 a month, because guess what, ladies? You can do this just as good as guys, right? There's no reason you cannot. In fact, you should be better at it because you guys like talking and listening. So I've heard guys don't do that one very well. Well, if Mary is earning $10,000 a month and she's second level to you, you can be earning up to $1,000 a month from what Mary's doing. So what that does, it gives you an incentive to also help Mary, but you know what? It gives you an incentive to keep helping Bob, because the more he earns, the more you earn as well. So it's a win-win scenario. This actually pays out, as you can see on the screen, down 7 levels from 50 down to 6%, depending on 2 factors. It depends on your pay rank in max, whether you're a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and also it depends on which tier in the matching check bonus scale that you qualify for. And we'll talk about these in a minute. So when the company looks at the matching check bonuses and how you earn from these bonuses, they're looking at how much volume is created from your enrollment tree. Every time you sponsor somebody, you're starting a new enrollment tree, and you can start as many as you want. This just gives you an example of 5. They also look at what they call your power team. Your power team is the one team that's doing the most volume out of all of them, all right? And what really Max wants to do is they want to make sure you're just not riding off the back of one good person. They go, you know what, if you really want to get paid the maximum dollars on this real go-getter that you introduced, they want to make sure that you're starting some other teams that are also being productive and adding to the organization, to the company, and also to this person who is really the top performer. And depending on how much percentage is coming from your largest power team, that will dictate which category you fall into for matching check purposes. And I'll explain to you here how that would look. If your power team, which is the strongest enrollment tree, is doing between 76 and 100% of all the volume that you've been responsible for, well, then you will get paid the smallest matching check bonus percentages. As a bronze, you'll get paid 10%, right up to 25% as a triple diamond for anybody that you personally introduce, all right? So anyone that they introduce, second level, you'll get between, actually 5% once you're a silver or above, okay? So you understand this is how this one works. Let's go up to the category number 2. Category number 2 says, well, if your largest team is only doing between 61 and 75%, now you'll get 15% as a bronze instead of 10, and 37.5% instead of 25%. Okay, so you're getting a higher percentage for having a more balanced organization. And finally, this is the top tier. This is the one we want to make sure we're all aiming to be in. And that's where, as long as your largest team is doing less than 60% of your total volume, you'll get full matching check bonuses percentage, which starts out at 20% at bronze, right through to 50% as a triple diamond. Okay, so you can study this, but just understand we want to build multiple enrollment trees. And you know what, the company's put a great little feature in our back office which calculates this all for us. They'll go, okay, the green team is my power team. As long as it's less than 60%, I'm going to get the highest possible matching check bonuses. And if not, you can still see where it fits in. You've got a nice little table there that calculates it out. You don't have to worry about stressing your head about it. Now, this next slide is really important. It explains what we need to do, what the criteria is to advance through the pay ranks with Max. Okay, because remember, as we go through the pay ranks, we get paid a higher matching check bonus percentage. And we also access some other cool bonuses along the way. So the first pay level really is bronze. To be a bronze, you need to have 2,000 commissionable volume in your pay leg. All right, now remember your pay leg is the smaller of the two teams. So 2,000 commissionable volume. And you can see from a binary income is concerned, you can earn from 200 to 500 US dollars a month from your two teams. And one of the other requirements is you do need to have a personally sponsored associate on your left team, a personally sponsored associate on your right team, who are both creating 100 in personal volume. So both these people need to be active and have 100 personal volume from their own orders plus their customer orders. All right. Now, if you want to advance to silver, you've got to advance your pay team to 5,000 in volume in a calendar month. You can then earn from 500 to 1,500 US dollars a month from your binary bonus. A new criteria kicks in here. You'll see this little green one on the left here has a B in there. B stands for bronze. So you will need to have one personally sponsored individual who has achieved this bronze level. And in the other team, you just need to have an active associate buying their 100 personal volume of product. Okay? If that makes sense, then for what you need to do to achieve silver, just type in yes. All right, cool. So to gold, we focus on getting our small team, our pay team volume up to 15,000 for the month. We can earn 1,500 to 3,000 US. And to achieve that, we also need to have now a second personally sponsored bronze, one in the left and one in the right. Okay, two bronze associates personally sponsored. As we go down through these other levels, you'll see that you only ever need 2 bronze associates that are personally sponsored. Once they get into these orange ones, these are bronze associates in your team, but they do not have to be personally sponsored. They need to be just in a separate enrollment tree. Okay, so an example, platinum, you need 30,000. You need a personally sponsored bronze on your left team, on your right team. And this third bronze criteria does not have to be personally sponsored. It just needs to be in a separate enrollment tree, and it needs to be within 7 generations. You know, you introduce Bob, you introduce Mary, you introduce Joe, introduce Fred, right, like that. So that means you can start really working down in depth and focusing on helping people who really might be go-getters that you didn't personally introduce yourself. So as you can see, diamond, 60,000 pay team volume. You still got your 2 personally sponsored and now 2 other bronze. Double diamond, still 2 personally sponsored. And you can see here 3 bronze extra, 4 and 5, right through to crown diamond, which is the top pay rank we have in Max. And as you can see, $40,000 a month potential income earnings from the binary bonus itself. Okay, so an extra bonus we have is called the global bonus pool. Whether you understand this one or not, you're going to make money from it. The company's tracking, you know, what your highest month was in your small team. We look at what the historical high was, and any month you have a 1,000 volume growth from your historical high. If you have 1,000 volume in growth, you will earn 1 share from the global bonus pool. The global bonus pool is 1% of global CV. All the company's sales is put into a bonus pool, and you can earn 1 share, 2 shares, just depends on how much growth you have. That starts out when you first start your business, and it goes right through as a bronze, silver, gold, and it will cut out when you reach platinum level. So it's actually for the newer associates, all right? You don't want the big guns taking all the money out of this pool. Max Living bonus is fantastic. When you reach platinum, you access the Max Living bonus, where you get just guaranteed an extra $500 a month every time you qualify at platinum. When you qualify at diamond every month, $750, double diamond $1,000, triple diamond $1,250, and $1,500 as a triple diamond. Now, this is a key point, guys. If you've been around network marketing before, or you know people that have, you probably hear people raving on about, oh, I got this new car, I got a free car, and that's all great and good stuff. I've had free cars with past companies as well. And we used to have a car bonus with Max, but you know, the field leadership actually came back to the company and said, listen, we'd like you to consider actually giving people money rather than a car. Now, here's why. When people talk about getting a free car in network marketing, they're not actually getting a free car. They need to go out and buy a new car and sign the lease, so they're responsible for making those monthly repayments. Oftentimes it has to meet a certain criteria and be worth a certain amount of money. And you know what happens is, if you qualify at that certain rank, you get the money. But the next month, if you don't qualify, you don't get the car bonus, and you have to pay for it out of your own pocket. Now, all businesses go up, down, up, down, up, down. They're never straight up. So we were saying, listen, we think it's irresponsible of the company to put people in a position where they think business is going to be, you know, this like this forever. They rush out and buy a new car that they can't afford to service. Their business has a drop in volume. They can't afford to pay the car payment. They're too embarrassed to take it back because they've just told their whole team they've got this free car. And you know what? It actually puts people in a bad financial position. So what Max did is he said, we're going to change our car bonus. We're going to call it a Max Living bonus. It's up to you what you want to do with that money and how you want to live, whether you want to go on a holiday, whether you call it a shoe and handbag allowance, whether you put the kids through college. Let's face it, guys, it's cash. You can do what you want. And if you don't qualify for that bonus that month, it doesn't matter. You haven't gone out and leveraged yourself against a loan. So the next bonus we have is actually one of the most exciting bonuses, because our whole business strategy is built around this this structure of the AutoShip Prime bonus. In its raw form here, it says if you personally introduce 3 people who are purchasing a minimum of 100 personal volume, then on AutoShip, then you qualify for the first level AutoShip Prime bonus of $75. So as long as you got a minimum of 3 people with 100 CV AutoShip order, you'll earn $75 a month, up to $75 a month from this Prime bonus. Then the company wants to encourage you to help those people do the same thing. So if you actually get your 3 people and help them get their 3 each, then you qualify for the second level, which is up to $300 plus the 75 from the first level. You go down one more level, so you help these 9 on the second level, get their 3 each. Once you've achieved that, you get the 1,125 plus the 300 plus the 75, which means that's up to $1,500 a month from the auto prime bonus. So when I talk about our building strategy, where we don't focus on 3, we focus on 5, there's some really powerful compounding reasons why we do that, and some reasons of simplicity, as well as not putting all of your eggs in 3 baskets. The final bonus I want to talk about is the new business center. When you reach the rank of Crown Diamond, which is the top of the pay plan, the company will allocate you a new business center. So this is your original position. You've built a team down the left and a team down the right, which are doing a minimum of 400,000 volume per month. At that point, the company will give you a new business center, which if you want to, you can build a team off down the right-hand side in this example, because remembering if it's here, you'll already have a whole stack of volume from your initial business. You'll have the 400,000 from your left, the 400,000 from your right. So you've already got 800,000 points on your left team on this new business center, and if you want to, you can go ahead and build another team down the right hand side here. And as far as matching bonuses are concerned, this new position shows up over here, first level to your original position for matching check bonus purposes. So you're actually going to start to get paid matching bonuses on your secondary position. All right, guys, so that's exciting for those of you who really want to go for it. Last thing I want to explain as far as the compensation plan, it's not a particular bonus, but it's very important, and it's something called carryover volume. Every month when the company looks at how we get paid, they go, rightio, you had 20,000 in your left and 35,000 in your right. The computer system takes away 20,000 from the small team, and the computer system takes away that same amount from your other team. It will take 20,000 away from here. So as long as you've got a 100-point order for yourself, you'll begin the next month with 0 points in your left team because they've taken this 20,000 away. So you start the next month here at 0. But the additional 15,000, which is the difference between 20 and 35, will actually be there for you, and you'll begin the month with 15,000 carryover volume. So the key points here is that A, you need 100 personal volume to receive carryover volume, which is any unpaid volume. And remember that 100 volume can come from your orders plus your customers. If you have less than 100 personal volume, all accumulated volume is lost, just not for this month, but all the months before that. All right, so the key point is don't rely on luck. Set yourself up on a 100 PV, 2-product auto ship, and you never have to worry about it. You're always going to get carryover volume. You always qualify for any commissions that you are eligible for. All right, so that's also part of our strategy. Now, closing out, just an exciting promotion that you guys are going to flip your lid at, those who haven't heard about it already. I'm just going to flick through. It's taking a bit of time for some reason. Okay, so we've launched the Prime 5 strategy, and this Prime 5 strategy is on fire. If you haven't seen it, go to prime5.biz and have a look at it. And speaking of on fire, we've got some people who are also already going crazy with this. The gentleman who was part of pioneering this strategy, and the initial was really the brainchild of this guy, has been leading from the front, Andre Davids. Really, he's just kicked off his business in full flight this month. And I want to say congratulations to Andre. He is Australia's newest gold associate. Just last month, in 2 weeks of work, he introduced 20 new associates, which actually put him as the #2 recruiter in the world of Max for last month. And I actually just jumped off the phone before this webcast with another really bright couple that Andre's introduced me to. He's bringing in really great quality people. And even just today, you know, because guys, we're talking about Prime 5. We're talking about you going out and finding 5 people, all right? Andre's introduced another 5 people today. It's crazy. Now, the Prime 5 strategy says, well, it's real simple. Step 1, enroll for $70, this new associate, set them up with a 2-product auto ship, which will cost them $200 a month, and then help them find 5 people who do the same thing. And that's going to put money back in their pocket, cover their ongoing turnover. But guess what? we've got a new promotion for February and March, which says if any associate enrolls with a 2-product loyalty auto ship, they will receive free enrollment in our business for the entire February and March. So that is unbelievable. It's free for anybody who comes in and takes a 2-product order on loyalty auto ship. So they're committing to 3 months on auto ship. We have just pulled the gates down, the floodgates are open, and the programmers actually didn't get that done today, so expect tomorrow when you go in your back office, you'll be able to start enrolling people with free enrollment as long as they're doing that 2-product order on loyalty auto ship. So remember, to make this happen, it's real simple. Make a written list of everyone you know, highlight your top 25 to 40 contacts. Don't try and explain anything, just keep it simple. Have them review a product link if that's what you want to talk to them about, firstpreview.info. If you're approaching them about the business, send them Why Trade Time for Money. And once they've viewed either or both of those videos, we can organise a call for them to speak to your sponsor, your upline business partner. Follow that process with passion, you'll attract success. And remember, people who go Prime 5 in 30 days become instantly better looking. All right, guys, so we've actually had approval from our general manager to actually recognise any of you who achieved Prime 5 this month. We have a tour coming up in February where we're hitting 5 cities around Australia and 1 in New Zealand. So if you're at one of those events and you've achieved Prime 5, make sure your sponsor knows about it so that you can achieve that recognition and receive that recognition certificate on stage in front of your team. So guys, that's it for tonight. I hope that's been of benefit, and I really thank you for coming online tonight and look forward to just taking this to the next level again. It's exciting, things are moving, and you know what, we're helping a lot of people. So thanks again, everybody.